Hello folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Well, today another day with nothing new. At least if we check the charts, it's just wow. I mean, DXY still looking very bullish, and I would like just to share something because that's something we can see on Twitter. That's the daily volume. I mean, that's every day, so you can see that today the volume on the XY is really high, and I was expecting such kind of double top and then go down, but it seems it doesn't want. It's just going up. I mean, just check the volume. That's insane, indicating it doesn't look like that DXY wants to go down. And let us go forward, maybe also to understand why, or maybe what could happen this week. Well, I mean, yesterday was holiday in the US. Today, we are expecting ISM, non-manufacturing PMI. Okay, nice, but EIA, short-term energy outlook, could be also interesting, but I don't think that the markets will react to that. However, the biggest part is Thursday. Why? Well, we have Thursday. Well, we don't need to talk and to check every single event related to the ECB, but monetary policy statement, then ECB interest rate decisions for September. Okay, 75 BPS on the table, no problem. 14:15. 50 minutes later, initial jobless claims. Okay. Not even 1 hour later, so afterwards, 14:15, 14:30, 14:45, so it's 2 p.m. 45 Central European time for Americans. ECB press conference. Well, okay. Then, 25 minutes later, Fed Chair Powell speaks. And then, not even 1 hour later, ECB President Lagarde speaks. What the hell is that? I mean, that's crying volatility. that's announcing volatility. It's just saying, hey guys, we'll do everything so that you cry at the end of the day. So yes, in my opinion, that's going to have an impact to the markets because, you know, interest rates in the European Central Bank, I guess the XY will go down an hour later. Then Powell will talk, I guess the XY will go up again, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I would expect a bigger volatility related and based on the XY, and it will have a bigger impact to SPY and of course to Bitcoin. Even I still expect some bullish price action soon. I think it's not the time yet. It will take a little bit. And yeah, I mean, I'm just the messenger, but it really doesn't look great. If we check just SPY, I mean, that's crazy. But let us go to 1 day time frame. Look that. I mean, isn't that crazy? That's more than crazy. That's much more than crazy. That's really much more than crazy. It's wow. And historically, that means we still have a lot of space to the upside. But at the same time, that's indicating us we are in big trouble. So I mean, 113 should be next, and after 113, if we really, and it looks like, break 130, we will go directly to 120. And, well, what should I say? I mean, 165 is from 1985 at least the highest level, and it wouldn't surprise me if we are going to hit that direction. Not saying we will hit 165. For that a lot of things has to happen, and at the same time we see that de-dollarization is running. So that means that Russia, that means that also China is working on it to start to trade in their own currency. They don't want to trade with US dollars anymore. And at the same time, the OPEC Plus countries are also indicating they have less interest for any kind of cooperations with the US. So these Saudis, I mean, I have mentioned that the OPEC Plus production would be just rise for a few weeks. And Saudis again announced they are not going to rise their production. They are going to decline the production again, indicating with a higher demand after summer season, we know the price will go up again. So also inflation. So yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't wrong. Oh, I wouldn't say all the time, but mainly. And that's absolutely not cool at all, because we are sitting all in the same boat. But it is what it is. And we will really see how crypto will react. I have mentioned also yesterday, it's the first time that, at least recently, that I have mentioned a potential crash for crypto. But I'm still convinced that crypto is the future. As mentioned, and I just made this comparison yesterday with the .com bubble. Yeah, it exploded, it crashed, it survived, it growth. It is bigger than ever. And the same will happen to crypto. I'm absolutely convinced about that. But stormy days are coming. I don't have any doubts, and we will see how far they want to go. But yeah, at the moment doesn't look really great, to be honest. So that was my initial Inspos comment, and now we will talk about blockchain metrics and try to figure out what could be the next steps. So let us start with the weights ratio 30 days moving average, or first the weights ratio daily. It's at 44, so it declined once again to 44. As you know, it's delayed, so it's showing you the weights ratio from yesterday, indicating they sent less bitcoins to centralized exchanges. And the 30 days moving average, as you see, it lifted up very hard, declined, lifted up, declined, lifted up again. I guess it's going to decline again. So we will see. But as expected, and I still think they are preparing. They are still in preparation. And the big question is, I mean, we went down twice, and now we are maintaining that level at between 20k and 19.7, and the big question is what's going to happen next. So take a look to the weights ratio 30 hours moving average, indicating they want to let the price go up again. That's what it indicates. If we take a look, that's what they did. You know, they were pushing more to the upside, and it break this trend here, indicating they are now sending less bitcoins to centralized exchanges. However, the weights ratio 30 hours moving average lifted up. We were above of 90. That's usually something where I say be careful, because that's critical, but it played out here, it seems. So, and even here later on. And now it's declining. We are maintaining a level at 90, so it's still critical, indicating they are still sending a lot of bitcoins to centralized exchanges. At the same time, we see even here, we can see that from here to here, the centralized, the reserves of stablecoins in centralized exchanges lifted up. It looks like, wow, it's huge. It isn't. It isn't at all. It's maybe 300 million or something. But, and that's the big problem I see once again, the stablecoin supply lifted up a little bit, and it's even on a lower level right now than before. So if we check here, we had almost 500 millions less than before, and we are talking about almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So not even 1 week, and that's a lot. That's really a lot. So also here, unfortunately, it doesn't look bullish at all. Let us go forward. So now let us take a look to the spot activity. Well, first of all, if I disable all stablecoins, we see that not big inflows are coming in. I mean, that was the maximum today, not even 1,000 bitcoins, 900 and I don't know what. At the same time, also here, the outflows maintains relatively low. Just here, when we had this tonight, this pump and dump, we did almost $400 in difference in the price, almost. So from here, 19.8 to 20,200. And afterwards, or at the same time, when we pumped, they withdrew 6,150 bitcoins. Usually I would say, wow, they bought a lot here. But one thing that absolutely doesn't match, I'm missing the stablecoin outflows. So usually when, for example, like here, when they sold, or when they are selling, for example, they are taking out stablecoins from exchanges. It correlates, as you know, I mentioned very many times, like for example here, it correlates very well. We have stablecoin outflows, at the same time stablecoin inflows to absorb the bitcoins they are selling. I'm still missing that. I don't see the stablecoin outflows here. So it seems, because I mean, we sold even more, but almost no stablecoin outflows indicated here. So in my opinion, it's delayed. So the last big one was here. Afterwards, we did all that here, selling, pushing up again, and so on and so forth, without to see any big stablecoin activity. So in my opinion is these guys, all these bitcoins they bought here, they took off today, but more inflows are coming in, even not big, but it's per hour between 500 and 1,000 bitcoins. However, it's not big. It's absolutely not big. So let us go forward and check what the future market is doing, because I mean, that's something it's scaring me a little bit, because I know, I mean, it's crypto winter, but we are talking about really low activity at the moment, and I don't see nothing where I would say they are accumulating and make sense. I don't see that. Not yet. Unfortunately, I can't see that yet. So let us see and check the future market. So what we see is the funding rate since September 4th, Sunday, Monday, Sunday, what was, no, Sunday, is the funding rate lifting up. I mean, it lifted up, it declined, it lifted up, it declined, it lifted up, but we can see the trend is positive. So the funding rate is lifting up. However, if we check, for example, here, open interest, doing almost the same, and leverage ratio following it in a very accurate way. So the funding rate, the trend since Sunday is more indicating up. Well, we will see. We will check open interest. For those who are always asking, hey, Inspo, I have CoinGlass, for example, or whatever, and I don't know, but blockchain whispers indication doesn't match with mine. Just to tell you, blockchain whispers are not calculating or taking in account any data that's not providing Binance. It's one-to-one what Binance is providing. So it's like the funding rate. What I want to say is Binance, and that's this website here, the only thing that Blockchain Whispers is doing is taking the open interest from Binance and multiplicating this open interest with the total long-short ratio. That's the only thing. They are not doing anything else. Okay, so long-short ratio, if we take a look here, we have 75.36 in longs and 24.64 in shorts. So let us take a look to Blockchain Whispers. Do you see that? It's exactly the same. If I refresh the site, now 24.64, 7536. The only thing they do is just to multiply the open interest, the current open interest of Binance with the long-short ratio. That makes sense. So that's the most accurate. If we trust and believe Binance data, that's the most accurate way to check the balances of futures on Binance. It's the most accurate way. So, and as you see, it's not getting better. So we still have 75 to 25 for longs. I mean, once again, Ethereum looks much better. We have even more shorts here than longs. Does that make sense? Not really. Really not. I mean, or are some people expecting something on Ethereum? I don't know. But that doesn't make any sense in my opinion. The only thing I see is that, at least on Binance, the future market is overloaded with longs. And usually they just have one result. It's not going to end well for these longs. Let us go forward, and let me check here. That's the aggregated chart for funding rate, open interest, and even leverage ratio. So the yellow curve is open interest. The purple one is funding rate, and the leverage ratio is blue. And you see that leverage ratio and open interest, wow, it's just sometimes we have a gap, for example, like here or here, but usually it follows very well. While the funding rate, just indicating at the moment we are demanding more longs than shorts. Look what they are doing. We need to zoom out because otherwise we can see they are, wow, liquidating a lot of shorts, right? Much more than longs. If we zoom out, we see what they are doing. What are they doing? Well, I show you that. We accumulate here, for example, many were expecting we will go down, we will go down, we will go down. So exchanges notice that, shake out. Let us reduce the shorts. Then we started. We declined, boom, liquidated a lot of longs. Okay, we did it again. Some people here, you remember, expecting we will go up. What happened? Boom. We declined once again. Wow, I see what is Bitcoin doing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy crazy stuff. Really crazy what it's doing. Wow. What the hell was that? Wow. I mean, while I'm explaining you what's happening, and Bitcoin is doing it. Isn't that great? That's great. That's really great. Well, yeah. So we are accumulating a lot of longs to liquidate them. So the next part here should be extremely green, indicating we are liquidating more and more the longs. And that's it. That's what's happening. So yes, if we zoom in, it looks like they are just liquidating shorts, but it's not the case. They are mainly liquidating longs because the market is overloaded with longs, and that's the big problem that's happening at the moment. So yeah, it was obvious that such kind of move to the downside would happen, and now we are even below 19.5, so that's extremely critical. Let us take a look to BitMEX. Wow, that was a really nice coincidence just to see that the market is exactly reacting at the same moment when I'm talking about exactly that. So let us wait, and here we go. That's Binance. So Binance indicating once again we need to go to 17k if we want to liquidate that range here, but with low volume. 50 millions is the biggest cluster. So let us take a look to FTX. And on FTX, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. So I don't know why, based on the bars, it looks similar, but it's clearly that we have much more longs than shorts. That's something we need to clear. Well, that's it. We can check what's happening here, but no, nothing that was obviously indicating, okay, we will go down. The only thing was, yeah, blockchain whispers. If we now check blockchain whispers, well, it's not huge, but they started to reduce longs, as you see. So they liquidated some longs and even shorts, it seems. That's crazy. They liquidated my long, to be honest. So, but I took profit. So yeah, it was a little gain, nothing big, but I wasn't expecting at that time now to make such big liquidation. However, let us go forward. So let us see what's happening here. Well, first of all, we can see that these guys shifted the gamma wall to 20k. Wow, okay. And now the next one would be at 18K. On the call side, we don't have anything. It's just at 22, something I wouldn't expect right now. But at the same time here, so 20 and 18. 20,000 and 18K should be the next trade range. We will see if that's going to happen. Let us take a look to the option trades, what's happening there. And let us see. Wow, I see custom strategy once again, 30 million. It looks like, yeah, it's the same like yesterday. I see that. Let us check that again. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Bull put spread from, yeah, but it says 1 day. Yeah, it's, well, more than 1 day. It's 2 days. Why it's indicating, showing me that here. Custom strategy, something new. Yesterday, we had all that yesterday as well. 17, 19. We are right now at 19 and it looks like it wants to go more to the downside. So yeah, we don't, that's crazy. We don't have any new option trades. Also from yesterday, we had all of that. Yeah. Well, no trades here. So we can go further. That's crazy. Never have seen that. So here we go. Let us check what's happening here. I have warned a little bit that FTX, it wasn't looking very great. I mean, they were extremely in distribution mode, and look wow. I mean, just aggregated. They dumped CBD 8,000 negative. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Let us check 5 minutes. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. With everything. Bitcoin collateral futures, stablecoin futures, spot, everything. And look, that was FTX. Look that. Front running it. How is that possible? How is that possible? Front running the dump. Not bad at all, Sam. Not bad at all. So here, yeah, that's Binance. If we take a look, they started to decline at 1,000, well, 3,000, almost 4,000 Bitcoins in CBD. And also here, look what Bitfinex is doing. Crazy. We are talking here about almost 2,000 Bitcoins in nothing, in just few minutes. Wow, Coinbase. What the hell? Also crazy. Very crazy. Also very interesting what they are doing. So let us take a look to the entities. Retailers, buying. Shrimps, buying. These guys, well, no, making a break it seems, but they are still in accumulation mode. These guys, not doing anything. Market maker entities, reducing balances. Well, and this one also reducing. Just because of, I guess, the 6,000 Bitcoins withdrawal we have seen before. But that's it. No big accumulation happening. And that's not cool at all. Absolutely not. I don't like that. The market looks like, at the moment, well, I don't know. I really don't like that. I mean, I have shared this chart already. If you check this, centralized exchanges activity, that's spot and that's derivative, both negative. It's not cool at all, absolutely not. So yeah, that's it. Let us go forward. Okay, crazy. Well, I mean, from timing, I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, because you know, I mean, I noticed that they were just declining or reducing volume and this wall here, but usually that happens in the night. As a European, I'm a little bit surprised, positive surprise, because usually they love to make such kind of price actions when I'm sleeping. But as you see, I mean, we are talking right now, that's volume delta. Wow, that's not that bad on Coinbase. 1,355 bitcoins they sold in just 20 minutes. That's not bad at all. And it looks like they want more. So we will see how far they want to go. But it's really, they are pushing. And in my opinion, 18 is the goal, because you see much less volume here and then the volume starts here. So we will see how far they want to go today. It's just about today. So on Coinbase right now, as expected, 19k. Now we will see how far they want to go. If they can break 19k and go directly more to the downside, they're a bit. Nothing. Just a big volume here, really big, but nothing. Bitstamp. Also here waiting, bigger volume, also here 18k. Binance Spot. Also maintaining the price right now here. They reduced volume, now they pushed a little bit more. They introduced volume, but also here 18k. They are reinforcing here, also indicating 18k. Bitfinex Spot. They reduce the wall here. The next one would be 18k. Once again, also here, big volume, 2000. Wow. Okay, crazy. That's Bitfinex. Volume delta. They bought 600 bitcoins. They sold 2,400 bitcoins. Then you know. They have a negative volume delta of 1,800 bitcoins. It seems we know who is the main driver here. It's Bitfinex. FTX. Okay. FTX waiting at 18.5. At the moment, they reduce the volume. Now they increase the volume again, maintaining the price here and that level. But, you know, also here they reduced, it seems they reduced the volume before. Yeah, it looks like. Kraken. Waiting at 19k. And that's it. Until 18.4. BitMEX. Nothing. Binance Futures. I mean, at 20,700 waiting, and it seems they triggered all these buy orders. And the most interesting part, they removed the wall at 18.5 and now waiting at 18. When you know, then you know. BitMEX derivatives. Bitfinex, sorry. Nothing. Kraken Futures. Nothing. And FTX Spot. Let us take a look. Oh my god. Oh my god. They bought 2,900 bitcoins, sold 5,100 bitcoins. Oh my god. Okay, that's also crazy. It's Bitfinex, it's FTX. Let us take a look again. Volume delta on Binance. 8,000 versus 10,000. I mean, it's also a big volume delta, but if you compare Bitfinex, that usually have a very low volume, or FTX spot, that's crazy. So Bitfinex and FTX both pushing the price down very hard at the moment. Of course, Binance as usual, because it's the biggest exchange with the biggest liquidity. But it's obvious that FTX and Bitfinex are here the main driver. Crazy. Well, I mean, finally we did it. Finally it worked out. Finally we had our break at 19.5. And the question is, what will happen next? Well, first of all, we will maintain at 19K, because as we know, we have some walls there. And 18K. For me, it's right now the next level I would like to check before we will retrace, no doubts. I don't know if it's going to end because I don't at the moment it's really hard to predict really step by step. The only thing we can do is check what the market is doing and then try to figure out what's happening, right? So as we know, we have at 18K a lot of different exchange walls. A lot. But at the same time, we also know that we have at 19K and even at 18.5 different walls just to let the price retrace. So the question is, usually we should go up again to retest that area, and only if it fails we should go to 18K. I wouldn't like to see from here just go directly to 18K, to be honest. I really don't want, because as long as it maintains now at 19K and we don't go up to retest 18.5, I don't think we will go to 18K yet. Okay, that's usually something that it's market rule. So, okay, we had our breakout, everything is fine, but usually now we should go up again, retest that area. Only if it retests, then, and it fails, I would go, well, all in, it's hard to say, but I would say, okay, it's time to go short to close my long, and that's it, you know? But as long as it maintains in that level, as soon as it keeps trying to break the 19K, I'm not, I think it could even happen. That's just a bear trap. We need to be very careful, but 18K should be the next step. Okay, so they are making a lot of pressure, as you know. We finally had our breakout here, and the next step should just go up and retest that area. Now usually it's really simple, retest 19.5, got rejected, and then it's clear we will go down. So if we do that, I will add more money here to my short, and then let us go to 18K, and then we will see how far we will go. But that's at the moment the only thing I can tell you, because, you know, I mean, we did everything. It looks very nice, in my opinion. Even here we retested that area. As you can see, it was here, so usually this trend line has to be a little bit more up than that. So we had here our retest afterwards, it done very hard. And that's something I'm still missing and something I would expect next. So we will now just maintain here, push, and in my opinion we shouldn't go from here directly to 18K. That would be wrong, in my opinion, because we need a very clean retest of the 19.5 first. But well, however, finally the market did something, and that's something good, because it was a little bit boring in the last few days, in my opinion. However, I don't want to know how much longs they liquidated. If we check, oh, more longs are coming in. Interesting. So nothing can go wrong, I think. So that's it. Unfortunately, option trading, yeah, that surprised me a little bit, because I was expecting something, but nothing. No, even one trade today. That's really hardcore. So we will see what's happening tomorrow. I hope it was enjoyable and it was insightful for your trade strategy. Trade carefully, as you can see. It's not easy. This week is going to be pain in the ass for all of us. It will be very volatile. Thursday, mainly, as mentioned in the beginning of this analysis. So be very careful. As soon as I detect something special today related to metrics or something else, I will trade as usual. Big love, your Inspo. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.